Today we are talking about what the top 10 side hustles for 2024 were and what I think about those side hustles moving forward into 2025. Who am I? I'm Greg. I'm here to help you escape the ordinary grind and build a life you love. I've done it and I know you can too. Let's get into what the top 10 side hustles of 2024 have been. The number one side hustle of 2024 was virtual assistant. I think this is going to be a strong runner into 2025 as well. This can be a great lucrative side hustle for anyone. Really all it is being able to do something for somebody else. You could be making spreadsheets, doing customer follow-up, making appointments. Who knows what it is? If somebody needs assistance or help with something, you can do it. Typically all you need is a computer to do it. It doesn't need to interrupt your full-time job, and it can easily replace your full-time job. There's a lot of money to be had in here, and no one specific skill set as a virtual assistant because it covers such a wide berth of possibilities. You have a skill already that is useful for being a virtual assistant. So if you're looking for a side hustle in 2025, I'd say being a virtual assistant is a good place to start because there's so much you could do, so much money that you could make, and so much wiggle room in the time commitment to make it happen. Side hustle number 2 for 2024 is delivery driver. Delivery driver has a few different facets to it, but think DoorDash, that kind of thing. So it could be delivering food like DoorDashing or Uber Eats or one of those. It could be an Amazon Flex driver where you deliver Amazon packages using your own car. Walmart also has a version of this. I forget what they call it, but it could be delivering for them. Now, this side hustle I am not a huge fan of. It is easy to get into. All you need is a car and the ability to load an app. The problem is the expense is actually much higher than people think it is. You've got to pay for your gas and your vehicle. And maintenance on a vehicle is not cheap. Then you also need to make sure you have the proper insurance because if anything should happen while you are side gigging with your vehicle, most insurance won't cover it unless you have the additional insurance to do that. I honestly don't think this side hustle is a great side hustle, and I would typically steer you towards something better or something else. Not that you can't do it, but I think there's better options out there. Side hustle number 3 is e-commerce. A lot of people have turned to online sales. And a lot of these people aren't building their own websites to do it. In the old day, you needed to build your own e-commerce website and drive traffic to it. Now with eBay, Amazon, and Etsy, it's really easy to start your own e-commerce hustle without building out your own platform. All you need to do is have a product, whether you make it yourself or source a product, then be able to list it with a catchy title, good images, and some SEO-filled description. That's all there is to it. Then you fulfill the order and collect the cash. Moving into 2025, I think getting into e-commerce could be a fantastic move. And if you do rely on one of these third-party services like Etsy, Facebook, or eBay, I also suggest looking into the option of building out your own e-commerce platform and start driving some traffic there so you're not as reliant on these third parties. Side hustle number 4 of 2024 has been creative writing. Creative writing will continue to be useful in 2025 and can be a good hustle. If you can write anything, you can do this side hustle. This, like virtual assistant, has a very wide range to it. You could write books, you could write stories, you could write ads, you could write comics, you could write who knows what. I mean, there's so many different things available in writing. So creative writing is a great side hustle for somebody to do moving into 2025. Side hustle number 5 of 2024 was online surveys. I find this odd that it's not number 1. Not because I think it's the best, because it is the easiest side hustle ever. Anyone can take an online survey from your phone, from your tablet, from your computer, from anywhere. You could do it while sitting in the bathroom. I mean, there's really no skill here, and it's so easy to get into. I personally don't like this side hustle because online surveys pay peanuts. You must do hundreds of them to make good money. And I just don't see the value in this, and it's not really a scalable opportunity. So I would typically advise away from doing online surveys as your future side hustle. If you're doing it, great. If you're making money at it, great. If you're looking to turn a quick couple dollars, great. But if you're looking for something scalable and that's going to produce great income, I don't think online surveys is the way to go. Side hustle number 6 of 2024 is something I've talked about before, and I'm actually surprised to see that it made this list. But it is dog walking. I think this is a fantastic side hustle moving into 2025. People are starting to feel like they have a little bit more cash in their pocket and like they're not as stressed for money. So they're going to be more willing to spend money on luxuries like dog walking. Also, people care very much for their pets. So when they're out all day or go away, they want somebody to come in and care for their pet. Take them for a walk, feed them, pick up after them. There's a huge host of opportunities around dog walking and dog pet services. So this is a great side hustle to start in 2025, a great side hustle to make lots of money, and you can do it within a 1 mile radius of your home, and it gives you a lot of walking time without a gym membership. So it will also potentially provide some fitness to it as well. Side hustle number 7 of 2024 was tutoring. Tutoring is becoming extremely popular again, and you can do it online. A lot of people are turning to online tutors to get better at a host of different things. Math, English, writing, prepping for college tests, SATs, ACTs. All of these things require tutors. So you can offer tutoring services online. And there's a lot of online companies that will set it all up for you, and you just become one of their tutors. They collect the money and they pay you. Side hustle number 8 of 2024 goes back to side hustle number 6. Side hustle number 8 of 2024 was pet sitting. I think pet sitting will continue to be a valuable service, and I think if you do dog walking, pet sitting actually ties in very nicely with this, which can offer you a very lucrative income. Pet sitting, unlike dog walking, doesn't have that constant daily schedule. You can pick and choose the pets that you want to sit and when you want time off. So pet sitting can be a very lucrative and very flexible side hustle. Side hustle number 9 of 2024 was rideshare driver. This is a lot like a food delivery driver or a delivery driver, but now you've got passengers in your vehicle. This side hustle is not one that I really recommend going into 2025 with, because again, it's very expensive because you have to maintain your vehicle and have the added insurance for it. But now you've also added another layer of you're responsible for other human beings. So if you have an accident of some sort, there's now bigger lawsuits involved. Plus, there have been cases of rideshare drivers being held up by fake rideshare passengers. So for your own safety and because of the expense, I don't really recommend getting into the rideshare service as a side hustle. That's my thought. Side hustle number 10 of 2024 has been renting out your car or renting out your home. These could really be 2 different side hustles, but we've combined them. Renting out your car you can do online. There are services out there that you can list your car and people can rent it when you're not using it and you make money. Pretty simple, but can be expensive because it's going to require more maintenance. And if somebody doesn't take care of your vehicle, there's going to be additional expenses there. Renting out your home, think Airbnb. People list their houses on Airbnb or Vrbo or some other platform, and then people pay you money to use your home for a week or 2 or more or less, depending on how you've got it set up. This can be extremely lucrative. It has a very high barrier to entry because you're going to need a home that you can rent out. Even if it's the home you live in, you're going to need a place to go while somebody else is renting your home. So this one may be harder to get into, but I have read enough and heard from enough people that I know that this has been extremely profitable. Every now and then there's a bad renter, but it hasn't been enough of an issue for people to really get out of it. They just deal with it when it comes up. So this could be a good one to get into in 2025 if you have the additional resources to have a property available to rent. Overall, these are some great ideas going into 2025. I know you can find a side hustle that you can do. I know you can make a great income. I know you can do it, and I believe in you.